Our next guest is a presidential scholar who has successfully predicted every election since 1984. Today, he has made his 2016 call, and he says Donald Trump is going to win. Allan Lichtman is a distinguished professor of history at American University, and he joins us on the Power Lunch Newsline. Professor Lichtman, welcome. Good to have you with us. You have 13 characteristics that you say can be predictive. You say if 6 of those go in one direction, that is determinative. It basically is based on whether the incumbent party will hold office. Let's go down the ones that you say truly basically suggest that Mr. Trump will win, beginning with 1 is the party mandate and how well the parties did in the midterms. The Democrats got crushed here. That's a bad signal.
Correct. That's a false. Remember, 6 falses and you're out. And remember, this is a scientific prediction. It's not an endorsement.
Right. And it's based on history. I mean, you came up with this methodology. Key number 2 is the sitting president is not running. If the sitting president is running, that tilts in the favor of the incumbent, right?
Right. So that's a second false. Remember, 6 falses and you're out.
Key number, no smashing foreign policy success. That's in there, right?
That's in there. That's 3 down.
3 down. Hillary Clinton is no Franklin Roosevelt. That means that she does not have high charisma, right?
4 down.
4 down. 5 would be no major foreign policy, lacks charisma, no big change in Obama's second term. In other words, big policy things that they can point to, right?
Correct, like Obamacare in the first term. That's 5.
And all right, so that's 5. We're looking for 1 more if you're a Trump supporter.
Yes.
And here it is.
Yes.
And that is the presence of a third-party candidate who is going to poll high and presumably take votes away from the incumbent, right?
That's right. And, bedevil the incumbent, because there are a lot of people who don't like Trump, and they might otherwise vote for Hillary Clinton, but a third party provides a cushion. And the rule is if you anticipate the third party to get at least 5%, that key is false, and that would be the 6th key.
As you back-tested this, how many times has it proven correct? How far back have you gone?
Correctly predicting every election since '84, and retrospectively, the system is based on every election since 1860. But let me stress, this is an historical system. I'm not Gene Dixon looking in a psychic, in a crystal ball.
For those who remember, Gene Dixon, right.
Yes, Gene Dixon, the psychic. I'm not. And as I say in my Washington Post article, there's a kicker here. Donald Trump is such an outlying candidate. We've never seen a candidate remotely like Donald Trump. And there is a reasonable chance that Donald Trump is such an outlier that he will smash the patterns of history and snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. A generic Republican is predicted, but Donald Trump, with all the things he has said, all the groups he has offended, his embrace of a Russian dictator,
he is anything but generic.
Calling for meddling in the election could change everything.
Professor, come Monday, because one of the keys was sort of subjective, the charisma measure. One candidate's more charismatic than the other.
No, that's not it.
It's not okay. But can Monday change? Can Monday change how this calculates?
I don't think so, because it's not a comparative thing. Rather, it is, are you a charismatic candidate, period? Are you the once-in-a-generation extraordinary candidate? Are you a Franklin Roosevelt? Are you a Ronald Reagan? And I don't think Hillary Clinton can turn that around. And by the way, I give the Democrats the other side of that. Donald Trump is not a Ronald Reagan or Theodore Roosevelt. He has the highest negatives in history, and Hillary Clinton's not too far behind.
All right, Professor Lichtman, thanks as always. We enjoy having you on. Professor Allan Lichtman of American University.